Now put your hands on...
We put his ass in the slammer.
Wait. Who are you?
Let me put it in a language you can understand. Oh, so sorry. No charm here. You deliver. Wrong place.
Get your hands in the air. Put them up now. Now put your hands on your head. Drop to your knees.
What do we got here?
Just some punk being caught assaulting an officer.
Well, he sure picked the wrong night to do that. Take him in.
Yes. Now, I know exactly which part you mean. You're talking about that chaotic action sequence near the end, where Jet Bean is fighting multiple people and using everything around him as a weapon. Let me break those 2 moments down, step by step. Jet Bean goes down on his knee. Jet Bean kneels down strategically. This isn't him giving up. It's to dodge attacks from multiple directions, prepare a counterattack, make his move unpredictable. The officers think he's vulnerable, but he's actually planning the next strike. Jet Bean kicks the car door an officer, one Furavid. Bean uses the environment, the car door, as a weapon. He kicks the officer, sending them flying. Shows he's extremely strong, fast and creative in combat, always one step ahead of enemies. Why it's important. This scene shows Jet Bean is not just a fighter, he's tactical. He doesn't rely only on guns. He uses speed, environment, and surprise. Makes him a serious threat for Killer Bean. If you want, I can analyze how Killer Bean reacts right after this, because that's where his skill really shines. Do you want me to do that?
So you're the Bean.
At Sun and Bear, every sofa is designed with your lifestyle in mind, blending comfort, function.
Tell me why. You're going to need. He was a fool. I certainly hope you trained Bean can threaten the agency.
But I'm no Shadow Bean.
I certainly hope you trained harder than that. Well, at least you're in the fighting mood now. Formidable opponent. I am sorry I have to end this game. You already tried that.
It's over.
Ah, yes, you mean the final confrontation, when Killer Bean finally gets the upper hand and shoots Jet Bean. Let's break it down clearly. Final moment breakdown. Killer Bean confronts Jet Bean. After all the fighting and chaos, they face each other directly. Killer Bean asks, "This is a test." He wants to see if Jet Bean will give up or keep fighting. Open quote, "It's over," close quote. Jet Bean's reaction. Jet Bean doesn't back down at first. He tries one last attack, but by now, Killer Bean has read his movements and timing perfectly. The shot. Killer Bean fires with precision, hits Jet Bean before he can react. This ends the fight decisively. What it shows, Killer Bean isn't just strong, he's calm, smart, and adaptive. Jet Bean was aggressive but predictable under pressure. The "it's over" line shows Killer Bean's confidence and control. Simple takeaway, Killer Bean wins because he combines patience, timing, intelligence, and uses Jet Bean's aggression against him. If you want, I can explain the fun fact about why Jet Bean survives the movie even after this shot. It's kind of sneaky. Do you want me to?
Aku baru mula belajar jam 10 malam. Aku jam 10 malam juga baru belajar. Aku tak
Ah, yes, at 127. That's the part near the end where you see all the officers and police beans are dead. Let me explain why that happens. What happens in that scene? After the big fights, Jet Bean and Killer Bean already fought a lot. Chaos is spread everywhere. The officers are caught in the crossfire. Many of the officers tried to stop Jet Bean earlier, but Jet Bean fights without mercy, using guns, kicks, and any weapons around Killer Bean versus Jet Bean final showdown. While they fight, the officers are in the wrong place at the wrong time. Most of them are killed accidentally by Jet Bean or during the explosion's fights. Why all the officers die? Jet Bean is extremely efficient and ruthless. Killer Bean doesn't target them, but Jet Bean's attacks hit them, shows how dangerous Jet Bean is compared to regular police beans. Takeaway: Jet Bean equals ultimate threat. Regular officers can't survive in his presence. It also makes the final fight more dramatic for Killer Bean. If you want, I can make a scene-by-scene chart of all the officer beans being taken down, so it's super clear who dies when. Do you want me to do that? Perfect. Let's make a scene-by-scene chart of all the officer beans being taken down in Killer Bean Forever. I'll keep it simple and clear so you can see who dies and when. Tash Officer Beans, taken down. Timeline: time, scene, action, who's affected, notes. 1074, jail cell fight. Some officers in the cell. Jet Bean surprises them, uses kicks and punches to knock them out. Some survive temporarily. Jet Bean kneels. Officers around him. He dodges attacks and sets up his counter, knocking a few more off balance. Car door, kick. Officer next to car. Jet Bean kicks officer away. First real casualties outside cell. Hallway fight. Officers guarding hall. Jet Bean fights quickly. Several are shot or hit by debris during the fight. Explosion, chaos. Multiple officers. Fighting between Killer Bean and Jet Bean. Collateral damage kills some officers. End scene, final area. All remaining officers. After final showdown, all police beans are dead. Jet Bean caused most casualties, others caught in crossfire. Summary: Jet Bean equals main cause of officer deaths. Collateral damage equals during chaos, explosions, and fights. Killer Bean doesn't intentionally kill officers, but they get caught in the crossfire. Shows Jet Bean is way more dangerous than regular police beans. If you want, I can make a visual map showing exactly who fights who and dies where, like a mini battlefield map for the movie. Do you want me to do that? Ah, yes. At 1:20:52, you see Killer Bean escaping the jail area. This is the final part after all the chaos. Let me break it down clearly. Why Killer Bean escapes the jail cell. All the officers are dead. By this time, Jet Bean has already caused massive destruction. The police beans can no longer stop Killer Bean. Jet Bean is defeated. Killer Bean has finished the final showdown with Jet Bean. With his main threat neutralized, there's no reason to stay mission complete. Killer Bean's goal was to stop the criminal organization and Jet Bean. Now that it's done, he leaves the jail calmly, avoiding unnecessary trouble. Killer Bean doesn't want to get caught or distracted by remaining chaos. Chaos? Escaping shows his calm, strategic mindset. Simple explanation. Open quote, Killer Bean escapes because his mission is done. Jet Bean is defeated and the police are out of the way. He's smart. No need to stick around. Close quote. If you want, I can make a full timeline from the jail cell fight to the final escape, showing all fights, who gets hit, and when Killer Bean leaves, like a super clear map of the last 20 minutes. Do you want me to do that?
I learned
Are doing.
this will do.